Continue the conversation on cybersecurity now with Stephen J.J. Weisman, attorney and professor at Bentley University, who Skypes in from Amherst, Massachusetts, that center of academia and common sense. Stephen, and some people might debate, but you got the common sense on this thing here.
But you even pronounced it correctly. It's Amherst. You said it right.
Now, try to get it right. We aim to please, Stephen, even though it brings a little hoarseness to my voice. Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yeah.
Cybersecurity for every business, big and small, is it indispensable, and are companies awakening to that realization?
Too slowly, but you're right. It really is important. And small business, when you mention that, that's actually even more critical, because what's happening is there are a lot of larger businesses that are putting more time, effort, and money into cybersecurity. So what's often happening now is the cyber thieves are going after the smaller businesses, and it can work in two ways. There was a small oil distribution company for home heating oil in Maine that got hacked. And from them, they got credit card information, they got bank account information of their customers. That's easy. But even these smaller companies are sometimes used to access the bigger companies. Target got hacked by going after a third-party contractor that did heating and air conditioning work that had access to Target's computers. So it is large companies, small companies, and unfortunately, one of my mottos is things aren't as bad as you think, they're worse. It really is critical, because right now, cybercrime and world cybercrime is a huge problem for the world, and we've got to do a better job, and we can do a better job.
How can we do a better job? Give us some examples. I know we've talked about those chipping cards that are going to be, a lot of companies are going to be adopting this year. But what are some other things that we could be doing?
You know, and Miranda, that will be doing a lot of help as far as credit cards and major hacks. But one of the things is, and you know, we sometimes joke about things not taking a rocket scientist. Well, NASA, full of rocket scientists, was hacked twice in recent years because they had employees with laptops with unencrypted information taking them home. Those laptops were stolen, and all kinds of personal information was taken. So there's two easy things that can be done, is to make much greater use of encryption. Encrypt the data so that even if it's hacked, it's of no use. And the other thing is isolate. There are a lot of times that people within organizations just have too much access to unencrypted, but information in general. And so people should only have access within a company to the information that they need to. And, you know, we talked about with SONY, there are some security firms, it was the proverbial disgruntled employee. I don't think so in this case, but there always will be disgruntled employees. And so if a former employee still has information and access that can provide them to the inner workings of a corporation, we're in trouble. So there are some basic steps that people can take: encryption and isolation and separation of data, that will go a long way.
Stephen, 30 seconds. Just need to ask your question. What will happen? Will appeals come to government to somehow protect us from external hackers? What should the role of government be in this?
Beatable.
Fair enough. Stephen J.J. Weisman, we appreciate the inside story of internet hacking and maybe some of the political hacks, too. America's Forum continues after this.